Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, FPL Consult here, and today we're going to do my Game Week 7 team selection video. So as usual, we're going to look through Game Week 6 and then we'll talk about my transfer moves for Game Week 7, talk a little bit about captaincy and then reveal my final team. So if you guys enjoy this video, please give it a like and also subscribe as well if you are new around here. Right, so for Game Week 6, this is how I did. Right, really not a very good game week. I think below average, 41 points. Right, most of my players blank except for Neco Williams, Gross and also Haaland, but Haaland, most of us captained him, right? A lot of us still chose to go with him, even though there was a little bit of risk of whether he would start in Aston Villa. He was still the most captained player in Game Week 6, and thereafter he did get that goal. He is inevitable. And then we have Neco Williams, who kind of took a shot, and his shot actually hit the hand of the Bournemouth player, and therefore he got the assist for the penalty, right? And then we have Pascal Gross as well with an assist. But apart from that, I think nothing too much to shout about. My team did pretty badly, right? Most of them blank, especially the Liverpool boys. I think that was pretty disappointing from them as well, right? So on the bench, also I think I'm glad I made the right choice to bench Perisic and start Neco Williams instead, right? So that's one of the good things for this week. But in general, I think not a very good game week, and I'm down to 1.63 million in the world, right? So there has to be some changes made to my team, right? And I do have to take into account when I'm gonna wildcard, because that would affect the kind of transfer moves I can make, because then can I dead end my team into Game Week 7 and then wildcard in Game Week 8, or dead end my team into Game Week 8 and then wildcard in Game Week 9. So these are things I'm considering, and let's take a look at the transfer move that I finally decided on. So after tinkering quite a bit from the end of Game Week 6 up to now, I finally decided on my transfer move for Game Week 7, and that's Perisic to Trippier. Now, you guys may be thinking that it's pretty straightforward, right? I didn't need to tinker that much, but in actual fact, I really had to. And that's because a lot of our moves now are going to decide when we wildcard, right? And by doing this move, I've pretty much decided already that I'm going to wildcard in Game Week 9 instead, right? Because by bringing Trippier in early, right, I already am moving towards a wildcard 8 team. And honestly, looking at my team later on, you guys will see that the difference between a Game Week 8 wildcard and my team, I think the upside wouldn't be too different as well, right? So that's why I had to kind of make all these decisions before making this move. And another one that I was considering, which now hasn't become an option anymore, was Perisic to dunk. And that's because the latest news has revealed that Game Week 8's fixture of Brighton versus Crystal Palace is now going to be postponed because of rail strikes, right? So as of now, that is out of the options, and the next kind of obvious move was therefore for me to do Perisic to Trippier, right? Initially, if you watched my transfer plans video, I wanted to bring in Dunk so that I could fund a move for Mitrovic, but I think after tinkering a little bit, right, doing this Perisic to Trippier move would still allow me to get Mitrovic by, sacrificing some other players that I've kind of played around, and I've decided that I think it's possible as well, right? I'll reveal those moves in the Game Week 8 transfer plans, right? But for now, this is how it's looking like, and let's take a look at the team for Game Week 7. So guys, before we get on with the video, I just want to give a massive shout out to Sorare, who's sponsoring today's video. Sorare is one of the fastest growing fantasy football platforms in the world. It basically combines fantasy football with trading cards, so you can think of it as a mix of FPL, FIFA and Football Manager. Every week you get to build up the best team, set your captain, and when that team performs well in real life, you win prizes like real money or valuable trading cards, which you can keep to build a stronger team or trade on the marketplace. They're basically non-fungible tokens, and you can sell them on the market to turn a profit. I've started playing for a while now, and I've got to say guys, it's really cool and exciting to play this alongside FPL, especially since it is so similar. So if this sounds like something you'd be interested in, and if you want to support the channel, click the first link in the description to sign up for an account and get a free valuable card worth about up to 50 euros after 5 card purchases. If you guys do sign up, let me know down in the comments below what you think of the game. I really enjoy it, and I hope you guys do too. So this is how the team is looking like for Game Week 7. I like the look of it, right? So back in goal, we have Raya, right? Playing Southampton away, I think there is a good chance he can keep a clean sheet there. At the back line, there's Trent, Trippier, James and Cancelo, right? The new transfer Trippier is coming straight into the starting 11, of course, right? And I think it's pretty much decent fixtures all around. I think for Trippier, even though his fixture isn't that good, right? But we are thinking long-term with him, and also his Game Week 8 fixture is against Bournemouth. So he's kind of a long-term plan, so that's why he is in the team, right? And then Cancelo against Tottenham, I think even though, you know, Tottenham are a strong outfit, we are still favouring City there, right? So hopefully Cancelo can keep a clean sheet, right? And then in midfield, Salah, Martinelli, Gross and Gundogan. Good fixtures all around for them, right? The only tough one possibly again for Gundogan, who plays Tottenham, right? But the thing is, Tottenham have actually conceded the most chances through the middle, right? And we know how Gundogan plays. He always plays kind of like the second striker behind Haaland, so I'm really fancying him to get some returns. And on top of that, he actually didn't start the Champions League game midweek, so there's every chance he would start in game week 7, and you know, that's why I think that he is a good option to keep as well. Next game week, I could possibly take him out, right? But for now, he's going to start for me against Tottenham. And then up front, Jesus, who plays Everton at home, right? Everton has Pickford, who's currently injured, so there's every chance Jesus could profit from that. And then Haaland versus Tottenham at home. Haaland is an essential, right? So there we go. This is starting 11. On the bench, we have pretty much the same bench for this I've had since the start of the season, right? Ward, Neco Williams, Andreas, and Archer. Right, so this is how it's looking like, and let's take a look at the captaincy decisions that we have to make in game week 7. On to our Game Week 7 Captaincy Rubrics, and those who are new to the channel, this is basically a set of rubrics that I come up with to tell us statistically who is the best captain, right? So it's had a success rate of 6 out of 6 game weeks right now, doing pretty well, right? I don't follow it every game week, of course I wish I did. In Game Week 4, I didn't follow the rubrics, and you know, Haaland went on to score a hat-trick, right? So this is what it's telling us this week, and Haaland is the best captaincy option again, even though he plays Spurs, right? What we're considering once again is player stats, right? Individual statistics like your expected goals, expected assists, etc., and then your team stats based on this game week, right? How easy is your fixture, and also how many goals they are predicted to score, right? So taking all of this into consideration, Haaland is up top, right, with 52.5 points, right, and that's therefore the highest score out of everyone, so he is the best captain, right? And what we're looking at right now, a lot of us are considering maybe just perma captaining Haaland, right? And that actually brings into consideration whether we should transfer Salah out, because at 13 mil he is no longer kind of that captaincy option for most of us, because a lot of us are even considering captaining Haaland this game week when he has Spurs over Salah, who has Wolves at home, right? So even in these kind of situations, if we're going to choose to captain Haaland instead, right, then we can actually consider, right, moving away from Salah, because he is no longer that captaincy option that we go for, right? And of course, premiums, we want to captain them, right? So if we're not going to captain Salah anymore, there is some consideration of whether we should ship him out, and I'm actually considering it myself when I wildcard. So I'm not going to go against the rubrics this week. I'm going to captain Haaland and I'm going to vice captain Salah. I'm not worried about Haaland's minutes at all this week, because he did get subbed off at the 70th minute in the Champions League midweek, and also it's against Tottenham, so I'm very sure that Pep is going to want to start Haaland. Right, so vice captaincy doesn't really matter in that case, right? But I'm just going to put it on Salah for the time being, because he plays Wolves at home. Right, so this is how the team is looking like. Let me know what you guys think, right? What do you think about my move from Perisic to Trippier, and what moves are you doing, right? How are you lining up for Game Week 7? I'll try to answer all the comments on the questions that you guys have for Game Week 7, but if I don't, I do have a Game Week 7 deadline stream coming up on Friday night, right? So tune in for that one, and I'll see you guys there. But for now, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe as well if you are new around here, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye bye.